Haiti was once called the Pearl of the Caribbean. What happened? Trust me, you all want to hear this. I stand in solidarity and will always honor a nation that has endured immense struggle like Haiti, and yet emerge as a beacon of resilience and courage. Let us delve into the history of Haiti, a nation that once bore the weight of shackles and chains but shattered them all and become an independent nation, and also inspire a lot of black nations. Let us do it, people. The Haitian Revolution, spanning from 1791 to 1804, literally started a seismic shift in the history of slavery in the Caribbean. The land of Santo Domingo, now known as Haiti, is testament to the brutality of colonial rules and also the ordeal of slavery. In the crucible of oppression in Haiti, a fire ignite, led by visionaries like Tassan, Olivia Chore, and also Jean-Jacques Dessalines, and also Henry Christophe. And their struggles wasn't for just merely personal liberation, but also for the very essence of the freedom of the human spirit. And the price for freedom came with a heavy price. Blood-soaked battlefield bore the witness of the determination of slaves who want to be labeled as human beings and not just property. They dismantled the oppressors' colonial system that bounded them and was liberated. But listen, the cost was staggering and heartbreaking, as I am about to tell you right now. France demanded reparation for the loss of their colony, for the loss of their property, that was the Haitian slaves. And by 1825, Haiti found themselves in a precarious situation. Under the looming threat of invasion, it sadly agreed to a massive compensation demanded by France. 150 million francs. Can you imagine back then paying that in comparison to now? How much would that be? The debt severely impact Haiti economic development, as the payments of capital and interest constituted a significant amount of the Haitian GDP. So Haiti was paying over to France the revenue that they should have used to develop their infrastructure and also public service. But how much? Let's do a calculation. The first annual payment alone was like 6 times of Haiti annual revenue. And the sad part is this lasted for several decades. Over 122 years, Haiti was under this burden. Over 122 years. That means this literally stopped in 1947.
You're with all in Haiti.
Yeah, how sad. While Haiti was being punished for fighting for their freedom, the shockwave, this news of the Haitian Revolution literally spread across all of the colonies of the Caribbean and also United States. The Haitian Revolution played a pivotal role, a very important role in informing the British emancipation community in their debates, which they use as important information to literally help to end slavery in a lot of colonies. So you see, the acts of their struggle reverberate far beyond their shores, like in countries like America, Cuba, Barbados, Jamaica, a lot of colonies. The Haitian Revolution literally crippled Napoleon's plan in extending their empire across the Western Hemisphere. And also it was one of the reasons why they had to sell Louisiana. So yes, the Haitian Revolution was very impactful and very beneficial for black people and for people who are fighting for the freedom of black people to be called human beings. Literally. So for what it's worth, we hold a debt of gratitude for this beautiful, resilient, champion nation. Literally. And I stand in solidarity to what is taking place in Haiti now and wish for a speedy recovery and wish somehow, their country can get back in order and their dream of economical savviness will be continued despite of the setback. God bless. Please subscribe more to this YouTube channel.